Hello, welcome to New Rose Glow. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about investing in yourself and some steps I'm taking to invest in myself. So, big news, I'll get it out right in the beginning. I paid my last class for my educational degree. I have put this off for about 10 years. I went to college and got all the way up to my last class, but was working full time and had to step away from school. And it just never came around to me coming back. I was always too busy, or would cost too much, or would require too much sacrifice for me to go back to school. And now, thanks to the encouragement of you wonderful ladies and thanks to the advice of Anna Bay, I am going back to school. I'm finishing my last class. Next year is when the classes begin, and I'll be surrounded by a bunch of teenagers. No offense to teenagers, but I am 32 years old, and I find the experience to be intimidating. Just the thought of going into a classroom and trying to take notes and do homework and learn again is just overwhelming, but you all have given me the courage to step out and to try again, and I'm going to finish my degree. So next year will be my graduation, and I'm really excited about it. Now, there are a few roadblocks in the way, like I am working full-time right now. I work 8:30 to 5:30, so 8:30 in the morning to 5:30 at night, Monday through Friday. And my classes are smack in the middle of my workday. So today is a day where I go to my boss and ask if I can have a regular time off to continue my education. And my fingers are crossed that she says yes and that everything goes smoothly and I don't have to make a big fuss about it. Continuing your education is something that not everyone has to do. For me, I know it'll help me get higher paying jobs and that it'll help me when I'm interfacing with anyone employer wise or even client wise to have more confidence and say, yes, I have my degree, I finished it. And it's just one class, so wish me luck. I did make a list of 9 other things that you can do to invest in yourself. So I talked about credentials. I'm getting my degree. Another thing I'm going to get is certifications. Where I work, there's offerings of certifications in programs, and I know those programs, so I might as well stop and get my certifications in them. It does require testing, but I am going to do that. Yes. Another thing is learning, just in general, learning things to improve yourself. I am learning, well, relearning French. I took 5 years of French and I just didn't have anyone to speak French with, and it just kind of fizzled away. So the next time I start watching media, I'm going to try to put on the French language and I am going to scout out someone to speak French with. Um, Another thing is confidence. So I am okay with my confidence level. If I have to say something to someone, I don't have a problem walking up and saying it unless that thing is negative. And I've found that that's my weak spot is if I have to say something negative to someone, I just avoid the situation altogether. So I'm going to work on confidence building, and I don't know how to do that right now, so I'm going to have to do research on how to build your confidence and how to tackle difficult situations. Public speaking, that is number 4. So, public speaking is something that I've done all throughout my career, but not on grand levels. So, I've never had to give a speech to a humongous room of people. And I've also never had to give speeches that were scripted and done well. So, there are some things that I've noticed about myself, some weak spots in my ability to speak to the public or people in general, and I really want to work on those. Number 5, refinement. So that's my manners and etiquette, which I'm learning so much of with this Anna Bay's course. It is called at School of Affluence. Yes, the 7-step formula. I'm learning so much from taking these modules about etiquette and about manners, and I definitely want to continue with that. I also want to learn about demeanor. So that's a huge thing for me, is that I can come across as confused, which I've heard several times, or unsure of myself, and small. So coming off as someone who doesn't have any power or doesn't have any real authority or confidence when they speak. and I want to change that. And I want to change that now. So I'm going to go ahead and start taking big steps towards changing my demeanor. And that starts today with tackling the difficult conversation with my supervisor and standing up straight and tall and having that talk about my education. Another thing that you can do, number 6, is coaching. So the like obvious coaching I'm doing is the Anna Bay 7 steps, or 7 steps to success. The School of Affluence, that is coaching. That is online coaching. And I'm doing that to help me track my progress to a more successful status. Another thing I used to do, which I stopped doing because it just got really expensive, was life coaching. And I had a life coach who was really great, and I want to go back and get the same life coach and see if he'll still take me. But life coaching is a great investment, and when I was getting my life coached by someone else, having someone else help me organize my steps and tell me what's a good decision and when I should think more, or even just sort out all the options I have, I found that I was more productive, I was more accountable to my actual goals, and that I got a lot more done. Appearance. So appearance is a more obvious thing in this kind of community. We work on, what bag should we buy, or how should we do our hair, but also just in general, looking acceptable. That's something I didn't used to do every day. I would have my good days and my bad days, and right now it's like squashing those bad days and being more responsible with my appearance. And spending time at night taking out my outfits, or getting up in the morning and putting in just a little bit more effort to make sure that my appearance is taken care of. Also, my skin. So my skin I have been really lazy with over the years. Getting spa treatments done, taking care of my smile, making sure it stays bright white. I paid a lot of money for this smile. So making sure that it stays bright and that I still look good every day. That is an investment that's going to open a lot of doors, because people often will treat you better based on your appearance. Number 8. I don't think I've been telling you the numbers the whole time. Number 8, eating well. So this is something I have to work on now. I've been not feeling well, and if I'm going to be going to school, I can't afford to be having sick days. So eating well is really important, and today is the day where I start. I'm going to start incorporating healthier foods into my diet instead of focusing on taking things out. So I'm hoping that by putting more and more healthy things in, I will crave less and less the unhealthy things, and I'll have less space for unhealthy things because I'll be filling myself with good things. Exercise is the next one. So exercise is something I've been doing very minimally, and I will tell you just honestly, I'm not starting it this week. There's just so much that I'm starting. I'm hoping that in the next week or two, I can plan out a schedule and then start that schedule and start doing at least 30 minutes a day, and then moving up to an hour on one day and maybe skip a day. I would like to have longer sessions of exercise so that I have a higher impact from those exercise sessions. Right now, the short sessions don't really have a lot of impact, and a lot of non-impactful sessions don't really add up to much. But having a few high-impact sessions actually does a lot better for your body, so that's what I want to start focusing on. And then lastly, number 10, rest. Now it seems so simple, but I have not been resting. I've been sleeping in 4 and 5 hour increments, and it's not good for my body. I feel so ill and tired throughout the day, and if I can dedicate time to sleeping and sleeping more soundly, then that's something I want to start as soon as possible. I'm not going to say today, because I know today's a big day for me and it'll probably be stressful, which will make it more difficult for me to sleep. But I do want to start having a plan in place that will help me lay down and go to sleep for an entire sleep session. Those are my 10 things that I'm going to be doing to work on investing in myself. I would love to hear what you're doing to invest in yourself, or maybe some things that I forgot to do to invest more in myself. Please let me know in the comments, and if you really like seeing this content, please take time to subscribe. It helps this channel out because once I reach, I think it's 1,000 subscribers, I can actually change the name to something decent instead of like 01XY24, whatever it is. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate all your kind words, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye-bye!